Karoline Leavitt, just 27 years old, has become the name on everyone's lips after her latest bikini photos took the internet by storm, leaving fans stunned, shocked, and unable to look away. Because what she revealed was not only her flawless beauty but also the confidence, boldness, and power that comes with embracing her body in its full glory. And the sheer drama surrounding these images has made them one of the most talked about moments in celebrity culture this week, with headlines exploding across every platform as fans, followers, and critics alike rushed to give their opinions, some praising her daring spirit while others expressed disbelief at just how breathtaking she looked. And as the pictures circulated faster than wildfire, Karoline's name instantly trended, proving once again that she is not just another young celebrity but a force who knows exactly how to command attention, leaving us all gasping for air because the truth is, these photos weren't just about fashion or swimwear. They were about making a statement that screams power, glamour, and unstoppable confidence. The kind of statement that cements someone's status as unforgettable, iconic, and larger than life. And the sheer way she carried herself in those images spoke volumes, as if she was declaring to the world that she refuses to be put in any box, refuses to be underestimated, and refuses to play it safe. And that's why fans are calling these photos not only the hottest we've seen this year, but also some of the most daring. Because Karoline's choice of bikini, her poses, and the unapologetic way she showcased her figure gave everyone chills, making jaws drop across the world and sparking endless conversations about beauty standards, body image, and celebrity power. But let's not forget, this isn't the first time Karoline has shocked the public. She's been making waves for months. Yet this moment feels bigger, louder, and more dramatic. The kind of moment that people will look back on as a turning point in her career. A time when she went from being talked about to being unforgettable. And the glamorous, sun-soaked backdrop of these photos only added to the drama. Because it wasn't just her body that shined, it was her aura, her personality, and her undeniable presence. And when fans saw her, standing tall, confident, and radiant, they couldn't stop themselves from sharing, reposting, and obsessing, creating an online storm that refuses to calm down. As hashtags about Karoline's bikini photos racked up millions of impressions within hours. A true reflection of just how magnetic her appeal is. And the fascination only grew as more behind-the-scenes details emerged. From how much effort went into styling the shoot, to the luxury destination chosen for the photos, to the small details fans zoomed in on, like her accessories, her makeup, and even the confident smirk she gave to the camera, a smirk that seemed to say, "I know exactly what I'm doing," and indeed she did. Because Karoline has always been calculated about her image, knowing when to shock, when to surprise, and when to completely dominate the spotlight. And this time she did all three at once, leaving even her critics with no choice but to admit that she looked sensational. And as the media continues to break down every angle of these bikini photos, from the cut of the swimwear to the way the light hit her skin, fans are already begging for more, demanding to see what Karoline will do next. Because one thing is clear, this was not a one-off stunt. This was a carefully curated moment meant to remind the world that Karoline Leavitt is here to stay. She's bold, she's glamorous, and she's unafraid of controversy. And whether people love her or criticize her, they cannot ignore her. Which is why these bikini photos are more than just viral images, they are cultural events. Shaping conversations, sparking debates, and solidifying Karoline's place in the pantheon of unforgettable celebrity moments. And the drama, the glamour, the raw power she radiated in these shots has made her one of the most fascinating stars to watch. Because every photo tells a story. And this story is one of ambition, boldness, and unapologetic self-expression. And as the cameras clicked and the photos flooded timelines, it felt like everyone in the world collectively gasped, realizing that Karoline Leavitt had just delivered one of the most iconic, jaw-dropping celebrity photo moments of the year. A moment that fans will not stop talking about anytime soon. A moment that will live on in headlines, in hashtags, and in the hearts of everyone who witnessed it. Because in the end, this was more than a bikini shoot. It was a declaration. A dramatic and glamorous declaration that Karoline is unstoppable, unforgettable, and ready to dominate the spotlight in ways that leave us all speechless. If you thought the first set of photos was shocking, then what came next was even more jaw-dropping. Because Karoline Leavitt didn't stop with one reveal, she doubled down, delivering another wave of bikini shots that made the internet explode all over again. And the reaction was so intense it practically broke social media, with fans describing the second round as even bolder, even more glamorous, and even more daring, proving once again that Karoline knows exactly how to keep the world's attention. And in these new images, she radiated an even stronger aura of power, commanding the camera with looks that blended innocence with seduction, confidence with vulnerability, and drama with authenticity, creating a visual masterpiece that no one could scroll past. And the details of these photos are what made them legendary. From the carefully chosen angles to the luxurious backdrop of crystal blue waters and golden sunlight, every single shot was crafted to perfection, giving fans not just pictures but a full cinematic experience. And people are calling it one of the most glamorous celebrity photo releases in recent memory. Because it wasn't just about a bikini body, it was about storytelling. About sending a message that beauty is power. And power is something Karoline wears like a crown. And while the internet went into meltdown mode, celebrities and influencers couldn't resist chiming in, flooding her comments section with fire emojis, hearts, and praise. With some even admitting they were jealous of how flawless she looked, and others saying that Karoline had set a new standard for what it means to be iconic at just 27 years old. And as her name kept trending, media outlets began digging deeper into the shoot itself, revealing the staggering costs of the location, the designer labels she wore, and the meticulous team behind the scenes who worked to ensure that every strand of hair, every shimmer of makeup, and every curve of her body was captured in its absolute best light. And yet, even with all that production value, the truth is, the star of the show was Karoline herself. Because what people couldn't stop talking about was not just her physical transformation, but the way she carried herself with magnetic charisma, unshakable confidence, and a daring presence that is impossible to fake. And critics who once doubted her rise are now eating their words, admitting that she has successfully cemented her status as an undeniable force in pop culture. Because these photos aren't just viral, they're historic, destined to be remembered as a cultural landmark moment that defined her career. And the buzz has only grown louder with speculations about what's next. With whispers about upcoming magazine covers, fashion deals, and even potential television appearances all swirling. Because brands and media know that Karoline Leavitt right now is pure gold, the kind of star whose every move is guaranteed to dominate headlines. And as fans continue to dissect the second set of bikini shots, the obsession only intensifies with thousands of fan edits, reposts, and discussions across TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter keeping the momentum alive. And if the first wave made people gasp, the second wave made them completely lose control, because it pushed the drama to new levels, the glamour to new heights, and the conversation into overdrive. And it's not an exaggeration to say that Karoline's bikini photos have now become one of the most defining celebrity events of the year. A true cultural moment that everyone will remember. Because in an age when celebrities are constantly fighting for attention, she managed to stop the world in its tracks not once, but twice, with nothing more than confidence, beauty, and a fearless attitude that screamed she's here to stay. And as the dust settles, one truth remains crystal clear. Karoline Leavitt didn't just flaunt her huge size in a bikini. She flaunted her power, her dominance, and her undeniable place at the very top of the celebrity spotlight. And that's why fans, critics, and media alike will continue to talk, share, and celebrate these photos for months, maybe years to come, because they weren't just pictures. They were a phenomenon, a declaration, and a glamorous, unforgettable event that left the entire world stunned, speechless, and craving more.